Welcome to County Magazine, your chance to find out what's new across Fairfax County. I'm Brian Ashby. On this edition, we'll take a comprehensive look at the county's Diversion First program. And we'll explore our state-of-the-art McConnell Public Safety and Transportation Operations Center. Plus, we'll check in at the Chantilly Regional Library for the system-wide Tiny Canvases art project. It's said that 1 in 5 Americans has some form of mental illness. And though some may engage in criminal activity, mental illness itself is not a crime. That's why the county adopted Diversion First, an award-winning program that diverts low-level criminal offenders away from jail and towards the mental health care they so desperately need. Here's more.
Fairfax County's Diversion First initiative is not a singular program. It is a continuum of services which offers alternatives to incarceration for people with mental illness, substance use disorders, or developmental disabilities who encounter the criminal justice system for low-level offenses. The program aims to prevent repeat encounters with the criminal justice system, improve public safety, promote a healthier community, efficiently utilize resources, and most importantly, help people who are in crisis recover and take control of their lives. Diversion First was launched in 2015, following recommendations from the Ad Hoc Police Practices Review Commission and the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors' adoption of a resolution to decriminalize mental illness by joining the National Stepping Up Initiative. Here are some key elements of Diversion First. So how does someone encounter services within the Diversion First system? Along with many other jurisdictions throughout the country, Fairfax County uses the sequential intercept model as a framework to inform strategies and community-based responses related to the involvement of people with behavioral health issues involved in the criminal justice system. This model identifies how this population flows through the criminal justice system along 6 distinct intercept points, each with possibilities for intervention. Diversion First now includes services at each intercept. At Intercept 0 and 1, thousands of first responders and magistrates, probation officers, and dispatchers have received crisis intervention team training and mental health first aid, providing the tools needed to understand behavioral health issues and de-escalate crisis situations. Crisis response teams provide community-based services. In addition to mobile crisis units comprised of clinicians, co-responder teams pair a CIT-trained officer and a clinician to respond to calls for service related to behavioral health. Additionally, community response teams provide outreach, engagement, and care coordination for people in the community who are frequent utilizers of public safety services. Located at the Sharon Bulova Center for Community Health, the Merrifield Crisis Response Center, or MCRC, operates as an assessment site where Crisis Intervention Team, or CIT, trained law enforcement officers are on duty 24/7 to accept custody when a patrol officer brings in someone who's experiencing a behavioral health crisis. Law enforcement officers may transport individuals to the MCRC because they are diverted from potential arrest, if they are under an emergency custody order, or if an officer recognizes that they need behavioral health services. At the MCRC, clinicians provide assessment, crisis intervention services, medication management, 23-hour beds, and other needed services to support people who are in crisis. Peer recovery services are also available at the MCRC. Diversion First also provides opportunities for intervention throughout the criminal justice system. Individuals booked into the local adult detention center are screened with standardized tools to identify behavioral health issues, and an array of behavioral health services are provided, including assessment, crisis intervention, medication evaluation, and case management. A jail-based addiction treatment and recovery program established by our sheriff, Striving to Achieve Recovery, or STAR, is led by certified peer recovery specialists, with support from jail-based behavioral and medical teams. Medication for opioid use disorder is also offered in the Adult Detention Center. Opioid use disorder is a chronic but treatable health condition, and medication allows individuals to transition from a life of addiction to a life of recovery. In addition, jail-based teams provide post-release re-entry services, such as linkages to treatment, healthcare, and housing. The court system is also a key Diversion First partner. A supervised release program provides intensive pretrial supervision in the community, reducing the number of people who are incarcerated. Pretrial services provide both accountability and support, and reduces the number of days spent in jail. 3 specialty dockets, the Veterans Treatment Docket, Mental Health Docket, and Drug Court, provide diversion through a structured process that integrates treatment and court supervision, providing a path out of the criminal justice system. Diversion First also includes a robust system of community-based behavioral health treatment, peer recovery support and housing to support stability, self-sufficiency skills, and long-term independence.
Diversion First is possible based on the commitment and partnership between multiple agencies who work collaboratively to serve this vulnerable population. This collaboration has resulted in a collective mission, co-located staff, shared protocols, and tremendous culture change. Broad County involvement from the onset of Diversion First has also been essential, with multiple county agencies providing critical guidance, support, and willingness to advance innovative solutions to barriers such as disparate data systems and data sharing. Frequent communication among stakeholders, including public and private partners, healthcare systems, and community members, has led to increased resource efficiency and ultimately better results for our community. The momentum for Diversion First continues, and Fairfax County continually assesses our progress by identifying service gaps and improvement opportunities and expanding programming based on data and evolving community needs. The continuum of Diversion First services was built over several years. Counties interested in developing diversion programming can implement components over time and may begin their efforts by assessing current services, gaps, evolving community needs, and data over several years. In addition to the intangible value of providing positive, life-changing alternatives for those caught in a cycle of criminal justice involvement, diversion efforts result in significant cost avoidance by reducing incarceration, public safety resource involvement, emergency department visits, unemployment, and negative impacts on families. With sustained commitment and common mission to reduce arrest, incarceration, and recidivism, and serve those with behavioral health issues, diversion programs are achievable and transformative, and ultimately strengthen communities. For more information, please visit our website.
The McConnell Public Safety and Transportation Operations Center, commonly called MPSTOC, is the county's emergency operations nerve center. It brings together all of the public safety players needed to manage a large-scale emergency event and puts them under one roof, fostering interagency cooperation that makes the critical difference when county residents need it most. Take a look.
The McConnell Public Safety and Transportation Operations Center is a partnership between the County of Fairfax and the Commonwealth of Virginia. It is co-owned by the county and the Commonwealth and is home to multiple agencies delivering transportation, public safety, and emergency services. It fosters interagency collaboration and regional response to day-to-day issues and large-scale emergency events. Multiple public safety agencies are housed at MPSTOC. From the county side, we have the Fairfax County Department of Public Safety Communications, which is the county's 911 center, and the Fairfax County Department of Emergency Management and Security. From the state side, we have the Virginia Department of Transportation's Northern Region Transportation Operations Center and Virginia State Police Division 7's Communications Center for the Northern Virginia region. Uniformed officers from Fairfax County Police and Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Departments are also present within our 911 Center operations. And while separate operationally, we are connected to the Colonel William Dorr Police Forensics Facility, which is overseen by the Fairfax County Police Department.
The Public Safety Transportation Center, known as MPSTOC, is one of a kind. Here in Fairfax County, we have multiple agencies under one roof, seamlessly working together when 911 calls come in. Our 911 operators and dispatchers are highly trained. They can handle any 911 emergency that comes into our center. And our center handles 1.2 million calls per year. We have a lot of internal and external partners. The Virginia Department of Transportation, the Virginia State Police, Fairfax Fire and Police, the Sheriff's Department, Emergency Management, Fort Belvoir, Vienna, Herndon, and Fairfax City. We all work together to make sure callers get the help they need. Our operators and dispatchers are the best of the best. They come in every day. They work 24 hours a day to make sure residents and visitors of Fairfax stay safe. And they take hundreds of calls every shift. They go from one call to another. One could be an accident. The next one could be a behavioral health emergency. They handle the calls with precision and expertise, and I'm very proud of all of our members.
The Department of Emergency Management and Security, our primary mission is to foster collaboration coordination with partner organizations to the safety and well-being of every resident, employee, and visitor to the county. And we do this through prevention, protection, mitigation, response, and recovery activities. The McConnell Public Safety and Transportation building is a unique setup with both state and local agencies in it. For us, as emergency management, it obviously houses our Emergency Operations Center, but it provides the backbone of how the county responds. So we have the 911 Center here with us. We have State Highway and Virginia State Police. So a lot of what we would respond to starts in the other part of the building. So whether it's a road incident or a 911 call or something that comes into the state police, it all originates in this building. So it gives us access to that information and also puts us on the leading edge if we were to respond, because those organizations are here to provide us information.
The Northern Virginia region is incredibly busy. The roadways are quite often congested. The benefits of being within this facility is we share a room in a building with the partner agencies, which allows us to communicate a bit more effectively if they're unable to get through on a phone line or whatever the case may be. We can just walk over to one another and communicate in that way to make sure that any resources we need for a crash or a major incident, that we have those on the way and check the status with them directly, with Fairfax County as well as VDOT.
VDOT, the Virginia Department of Transportation. We handle all the roads in Northern Virginia, actually all the roads in the county and Northern Virginia. We are standing in VDOT's Traffic Operations Center, sort of the heart and soul of what we do here in MPSTOC. Behind me are operators they're 24/7 operators, so they're here watching all the time. There's a lot of work going on here behind the scenes with the information that's being processed. They gather information from a host of places, and they make sure that information is processed and sent out to the citizens. The citizens have access to our 511 app or our 511 website. So all that information is in process, so the citizens they're a little bit more informed about their travel. We have all these cameras behind us that also help us process some of that information. And the other, I guess I should say, main responsibility for the operators here is their dispatching responsibility. So when there are problems on the road, we have sort of dedicated patrols that we will dispatch to assist, whether it's a crash or a disabled. We will send those folks to handle the issues. We also, within the county, we can send our area headquarters folks, which are more maintenance folks. They can take care of potholes and animals on the roadway and things that citizens call in all the time. Those are being dispatched here.
The McConnell MPSTOC not only serves over 1 million Fairfax County residents, but coordinates services for multiple jurisdictions and agencies throughout the National Capital Region. At its heart, the McConnell Public Safety and Transportation Operations Center is based on partnerships between the agencies at the facility. These partnerships foster multi-agency coordination and cooperation that benefit the entire region.
The Fairfax County Public Library recently announced a unique and engaging art program open to all until the end of February. As part of the library's winter reading adventure, Tiny Canvases gives visitors the means to express themselves artistically and the venue in which to show it off. Check it out.
We're here at Chantilly Regional Library, which is one of the participating branches for our Tiny Canvas program. And this program is being offered as part of our winter reading adventure to get the community involved in an arts program. Participants can come to any of our hosting branches, there's 13 in total, and pick up a kit. And the kit contains a miniature canvas, paints, paintbrushes, and a palette. Once you take your kit home and create your masterpiece, you can take a photo of it and upload it via our website. And once you do that, you'll be entered into our drawing to win a sketchbook and pencils. Tiny Canvases is open to school-age youth, so that's everyone from kindergarten on up through teens as well as adults. And anyone who would like to participate can visit any of our hosting branches and pick up a kit. Tiny Canvases is happening now through February 29th. Supplies are limited, so if you're interested in participating, I recommend you call or visit one of the 13 hosting branches as soon as you're able to. And if you're interested in entering our raffle, make sure that you upload your photo on or prior to February 29th so that you're able to participate. To learn more about Tiny Canvases, you can visit the library's website, and there you'll find everything you need to know to participate, a list of the participating branches, and the form you'll need to submit your photo of your artwork online.
Well, that's it for this edition of County Magazine. Thanks for joining me. Remember, there are countless ways to get involved in your community and make Fairfax County an even better place to live, work, and play. I'm Brian Ashby. We'll see you next time on County Magazine.